With the recent nerfs to Arrow and the Space Stone, control decks are back, baby. They're back in full force. And in this video, we are featuring a control deck that is working very, very good. And the good thing about this, featuring no pool 4 or 5 cards. So if you're ready to see this deck in action, guys, then you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go snap it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello. What is up, Valley Club? I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome back to the Valley Snap channel. Hope you're having a great day. In this video, we're featuring a control deck. Yes, control decks were kind of out of the last season with this powerful Space Stone, Arrow, just moving cards all around. Well, now that those got nerfed, these control decks are back, and we're featuring one of the better ones that I've been seeing in this video. Now, if it's your first time here on the channel, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Snap content. We got deck ideas, we got news, everything to help your Marvel Snap experience. But where did I get this deck from? Well, I saw a recent tweet a little while ago. This is from Steven, and he said he reached Infinite with this deck from Ocean Mud. It's a Tempo Atuna deck. Easiest for Infinite for this person, and very unsuspecting with Claw and Atuma, and Juan last cubes with an Attument Leech. So let's go check out this deck and let's see this deck in action. So this is the deck, and one of the main cards here is Atuma. Now we need to protect Atuma because if he's the only card here at the end of the turn, he's going to destroy himself. So we need to make sure that he's either the only card there, or that we run a 0 before that Atuma, or we protect that Atuma with an armor, or we run Atuma and then follow up with a Professor X locking down that lane. Usually that is a lane winner right there. Atuma followed by Professor X, especially on turn 5 when they're not expecting that extra power to come down. Now we have some other control type options here, like Storm. Location control is one of my favorite sort of decks, but they, like I said, they did fall out of favor with the powerfulness of that Space Stone in these Lockjaw decks, and Arrow can screw this up as well. Storm is back with a vengeance. Now we have some other location cards as well. One of my favorite cards in the game is Claw. This is a very underrated card, and if your opponent is not suspecting this, which usually they aren't, because this is a very early game card, most people aren't going back and thinking Claws. Well, this could win you a location as well. Not to the location that Claw is in, but the location to the right that most people aren't going to be expecting, that +6 power. Now, Professor X is a fun but risky play, especially if you're running him a deck without Devil Dinosaur, especially Daredevil. You can replace one of these cards if you want to get that a little more reliability with Professor X, maybe a Titania, maybe not an armor, maybe a Lizard just to get that control. We also have some high-powered cards here like Red Skull. That is a good target for 0. Destroyer is either a great target for 0 if we just want that 15 power, or we can protect our other cards with armor and focus on 2 lanes, or we could play Cosmo down and run Destroyer in that same lane as the Destroyer so he doesn't do his honor reveal ability, destroying the rest of your cards here. So this is the deck in a nutshell, guys. A lot of awesome options here, and I think the big cards here, if you don't have all these cards, I think you want to have Destroyer. I think you want to have 0 if you could have them. Professor X is great in this deck as well, and the other location card for some control is Storm, and you probably need these tech cards like Cosmo, like armor nowadays, because there's a lot of going on. So that is this deck, guys. Let's see it in action, and hopefully it works well for you. All right, we have a 0, we have a Cosmo, and we have a Sunspot all on turn 1. Ooh, that Cosmo gets hit with the Icebox. Not great for us. Let's go ahead and drop Sunspot. Let's put him on the right lane, just in case there's like a Sanctum Sanctorum or Death's Domain or something that would not be good to play there. Always a gamble when we play. Oh no, it is in Mindscape. All right, is there anything that we could throw out now? No, there's nothing for 0. Let's just get more power for a Sunspot, and hopefully we can find a way to protect that Sunspot a little later. All right, so they're going to probably play something. Oh no, it is Oscorp Tower. Our gamble did not pay off at all. Yeah, this is not good. Nothing is looking good right now. That 0 is not really helping too much. Maybe we get a Tuma. Yeah, this is not great. We're gonna get a big power up Sunspot. We'll keep playing this. They haven't snapped yet, so we're just giving them that free Sunspot. Free 6 power on their side. Not great. That's always the risk of playing on that right location. All right, so we do have an Atuma. I mean, we could have an easy play. Oh, but it's a Mindscape. All right. You go Atuma, Professor X, see what they give us. Guess we can try that. See what they give us for that final turn. They go with a Wong. All right, let's see what happens with the Professor X. They have not snapped yet. They're still in a decent position. We also got the option to Red Skull somewhere to potentially get 2 lanes, or we could just go with this Professor X here. I think we just go with our original plan. We do have the tempo, so if they play a White Tiger or something to try to reach other locations, they're not gonna get this. And we will get 1 lane there. All right, so we lock down their Wong. We don't switch turns with them, which is great. That's great for us. We still have that Destroyer there that we could use. And we could go Destroyer on Oscorp Tower and play that Claw right behind Destroyer. It is opened up to a Shang-Chi though, so... what could we do here? I think we just go ahead and Destroyer right now. We'll put that there. If they Shang-Chi... let's see what they do. They got a lot of different win conditions, a lot of different options. All right, so... well, are they going to try to Arnim Zola or something? Do they have that Shang-Chi? All right, who has the tempo? We have the tempo. We could Cosmo, Lizard. We could Cosmo. Actually, let's do this. Let's go Zero, Lizard, Cosmo to protect that Destroyer lane. I think this gets us that control. Let's see how this ends up. What are they gonna do? I'm expecting a Shang-Chi right here. We get that 0, we get that power there, and we Cosmo to protect that. Oh no, they go Blue Marvel, interesting. But just not enough power there. We get the win. We got a Destroyer armor, Cosmo. Crimson Cosmos is the first location. So I guess hopefully we get lucky and don't have a negative location at that far right. We do a Sunspot armor, turn 2. Alright, Cosmo gets hit by that Iceman. Luckily it's under armor, but we still will need that Cosmo if we want to get some points out there for that Destroyer, some protection for that Destroyer. Alright, that lane is protected now, so we can run to, good thing we got that armor there. Alright, we're gonna skip this turn, give that Sunspot a little bit more power. And they go Killmonger, destroying their Iceman. Can't touch our Sunspot. And what are the... ooh, we got a Professor X here. Interesting play. Alright, so should we go in the middle? It would be really, really nice if we could get a... just steal that location for them. And they go with Bucky Barnes. Probably going to play in that middle, so I think we could steal this location here with that Professor X. It is an ongoing ability, so it's not an on reveal. The good thing is, after this, we also have the option to go Destroyer right in the middle. We also have the option to go Destroyer in that Murder World lane. As long as they don't play anything on that Crimson Cosmos, we should be good. All right, so maybe we'll steal this lane here. Maybe we could have stolen this lane with Bucky Barnes. What are they doing now? So they're probably running some kind of Destroy deck. Not gonna play in Crimson Cosmos, so we do get that lane. We do steal this lane. And we have some death. They should have death coming out. How many destroys do they have? They've only destroyed 1 card so far. So probably not enough to get death out. I mean, I guess they could get death out on their own. I think we just finish off with Destroyer here, leading totally into Murder World. Sunspot's gonna get that extra 2 power. Let's go. We get Crimson Cosmos. This should be enough for us to get Murder World. With the Destroyer there, Crimson Cosmos is safe. They could take that middle with She-Hulk. We get the death. They get the death, but we get the Destroyer. Just too much power on that right. Too much power on that left. They could have the middle. Could go Zero Lizard. But we don't have sunspots, so saving that energy wouldn't really make too much sense. Let's go with Red Skull. Although if we run a destroyer, that we wouldn't be able to do that. Get all that power. I think we have to go Red Skull here. Anything we do, we either go Professor X somewhere, destroyer. I think let's go with the gamble. Let's go Professor X there, Muir Island. Where do they go? Do they go for Hala? They go for Muir Island, or they go for Mantra Metropolis? They don't go for there. They go. So we steal that Muir Island. And that is lucky for us because now we could really lead into that destroyer. They're going to get that Thor. They're going to get that big Hala location, but we're going to go destroyer here. And that should give us enough for a win. Not seeing how they could get the bigger location. All right, let's see. They threw it down. They played it. 31 in the middle. They go Lockjaw, Mjolnir. They're getting that power for Thor. It's good for them. What is their final draw, though? It is a Giganto, but still not enough power. Even with that giant Giganto in the center, we still managed to squeak out that victory. Nice. All right, we got a Tuma. Armor 0. Looking good so far. Shadowland is the location on the left, and we still got an option for a armor Atuma or a 0 Atuma. And cards with no abilities have +3 power. That's a great location for a armored Red Skull. So let's go armor here. Yes, I do want armor here. Turn 3 will wait. Unfortunately, we don't have sunspots, so we're wasting some energy. Gonna be moved here by a 3/4 cost card, and all right, so we have Professor X and Destroyer. That changes things a little bit. We can put this 0 out now. We got a Tuma on Asteroid M. All right, that's fine. Cosmos fight. Oh, it's pulled over. Nice. Oh, because of Asteroid M. All right, so we're good with the Atuma here. Would have been nice to get that 0 abilities out. Just the turn order and everything just didn't seem to work out. Let's see if we could. I think we should get that location. Other thing we could do, let's see what they do. I would like to Professor X one of these locations, either Washington DC or Savage Lands. Let's see if we could identify what they're doing. All they've thrown down so far is Cosmo, so it could be running anti-decks. Most decks run Cosmo nowadays. And they go with, all right, Artuma. They go with an Omega Red, so trying to lean into all that power that they could potentially get in that location. Do we run our Red Skull now? And then finish off with the Destroyer on Washington, D.C., or I think we go with a gamble there. I think the safer play is a Red Skull. I do like these Professor X plays, though, which a lot of times bites me in the butt. Let's see if we could win Professor X right here. I don't think they're going to play on Savage Land. Let's go Savage Land here. See if we could steal this location. Yeah, they went on Washington, D.C. Stole the Savage Land. They're really leaning into that Asteroid M. But we have a Destroyer, and they don't know that. Although, what is more power? Destroyer is 15 power. Red Skull will be 13. Minus the one that we're giving, plus the 5 from Titania. So I think that's the higher score there. So should win this. They'll get the Claude location. Will they be able to get 18 power there? I guess 17 power. Let's go. Oh, they retreat. So that is this deck in action, guys. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I've been missing these control type decks. I like these decks, but they've kind of fallen out of favor the past few seasons or so. Yes, they are back, guys. They are still working, and the great thing, they've been out of favor for so long. Your opponents may not be suspecting it, especially if you include cards like Atuma that just recently dropped down to pool 3, and cards like Claw that no one really suspects nowadays. So that is it, guys. Hopefully you enjoy this deck. Hopefully it works works for you. If you haven't already checked me out on social media, check me out on social media. Check out some of the other videos on this channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button to help support the channel, to help us grow and get more content out. That is it though, guys. I will see you guys next time. Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys.